Welcome to Dan ARG YouTube. Comrade Newton said the wise learn many things from the enemy. Comrade Newton dey talk about Peter Obi, Efcc and Okorocha. Make I leave you, make you hear from Comrade Newton. The message wey bring come today.
So we're going to the topic right away. One more sharing, we're going to the topic. One more sharing right now, we go into the topic in proper. Please, if you are watching, make sure you share. You know, the mistakes our forefather made were to admit to everything that come across their way. And this generation is about making such mistakes. Stand up and fight a better society for your children if you really love your children. Because nobody that's going to do it for you. The one I'm doing right now, it belongs to somebody. So also fight for your own. Live inside church. Come on the street and come and fight for your own. There are a lot of things we are going to be talking about. You know, if he never spoke, God does not speak to me. Until the fight become God is not interested. If something is too cheap, God does not involve. I don't know why. Or I will when you stand up. Why is it that the first time of it Peter Obi? I can't say. Chineke Mezoku. Wow. We have so many rivers to cross. Very, very many rivers to cross. Oh, this breeze, I don't understand. Maybe God is making use of this breeze. I would have said, I get there are some certain things is blowing away. Because we have a lot of battles right now. And this breeze is to help in some certain mission. I would have seized it. I don't want to conflict our trouble. I would have told this breeze to steal because of the mission that is on ground. I will not. Let me find a how that, so that this video will not be complicated. So if you are watching, make sure you share. As I introduce the topic from here, let me help you introduce the topic. Manyriverstocross, Peter Obi mission is divine. There's a mistake here. Peter Obi mission is divine. That's what I was supposed to write. But maybe one or two persons may understand that. Because for me to go and correct it now, I have to log into the other Facebook, but I won't do that right now. Peter Obi mission is divine. Most of you, I guess, you will get it clear. Then Efcc and Okorocha'S. The wise learn many things from their enemy. The wise, yeah, it's true. The constitution you refuse to defend today will also be the one to haunt you tomorrow. That one goes to Rochas. Because all the time when he was a governor, Rochas never stand to defend the constitutions. And right now you can see he's haunting him. That is why anything we are doing is going to come after you tomorrow. The very bad society we are lying right now, our children will reap it tomorrow. You can see what our father is reaping. You can see what our father sowed and what we are reaping. Our father is the one that sowed down this very society. Because they fold up their hands. They never want to die. At the end of the day, they don't want to die. If they were even boggled and killed for fighting for future generation, I think it would have been better. We'll see person soon. But they die there in fear without no better foundation. Apart from houses today, their children inherit. You have to renovation 6 million. Maybe on water, maybe 1 million for you to remove the roof and start plastering it again because it's guilt. What about that son have no money? So it's a very big problem. What is so what we are reaping right now? That's why Numbers 14 verse 18 make it clear. Say God visit the iniquity of the father to the children, to the third and the fourth generation. The society where some persons are above the Lord can never go forward. Your suffering make them happy. Wow. Breathe in. Your suffering make them happy. As you are suffering right now, it make them feel boxy. He gives them excess energy and excess protein. He gives them cholesterol. You're suffering. That's why they don't do anything about it. Your suffering also gives them joy. Not only make them happy, he also gives them joy. He gives them divine joy from their own perspective. Their will is to make sure you suffer, and that's their will. It's circles, and that's their will. They are doing the will of their ancestors. Now, if they are doing the will of their ancestors by subjecting us unto perpetual bondage, by making the society to be so toxic that you cannot even go to farm, that is to say, I have the right to also stand and do the will of my own ancestors. The will of my own ancestors is in Matthew 6 verse 9. Let their will be done on earth as it sits in heaven. That is the will of my ancestors. Their own will is to make sure your life is cut short, is to make sure you are being killed unnecessarily, is to make sure suffering became the order of the day in your life. That's their will. I also have my own father's own will to do. Let's see one now. The book of Matthew 7 verse 21. He said, not everyone who said to me, Lord, Lord, we enter into the kingdom of heaven, but the one who does the will of my Father which is in heaven. Now, what is the will of your Father? He said, go and set the captive free. Go and set the band loose. What are you doing today? You are sitting in the same church for 20 years now. It's 5 members. You want to tell me you are doing the will of the Father? You know, you are not doing the will of the Father. Now, if they are fulfilling the constitution on how they were told, say anytime you are here, subject them unto suffering. That was why when second Pharaoh came, he was not having anything on his table rather than to put the children of Israelites into perpetual bondage. That's why when Moses grew up, he said, no, I correct honor. No, this is not the way of life. But most of us today, we grow up and we grow up with this hustling, we are hustling. We begin to see it as a way of life. That is a normal thing. You have to sell yourself before you can eat. You have to stand in front of the market. Even most of you right now, you lay foundation with it. Look at another generational problem you are creating down. If I were to be you, I better. It is better to die a man than to live as a coward. If our father could do what I'm doing right now, today we will not be suffering. We will not be migrating. Their forefathers, they splitted their blood for their children because they want their children to stay in their homeland and flourish. But our own reverse is the case because we are fearful. Igbinigun might be afraid. Ugboho might have been afraid. Imagine you not go Andrew might live in fear. But I, for one, have come and set up a narrative on how I want my life to be. And I deserve freedom of speech. I deserve a better life. That's what we are doing. Any children that is coming from here right now, we are setting up this very narrative. We are changing it in my generation. It's going to be a new team generation. What can I buy? So that generation on hit day, even after we will not done our ancestors, those generation they will enjoy. That's why we both today they call you racist because what their father fought, your father couldn't fight it for you because they live a cowardice life. That's what they live. Yes, because the same thing you are just doing now. We are at war. We are fighting war. A lot of people feel it's a normal thing the way it's 4 years ago. They are still molding blocks. Instead of them saying, how can you be molding block when you have Zetacron? Are you mad? Who is going to stay in the house? What, and are you want to sleep there? Are you? I can't get it. You have Zetacron, you are molding block. Oh, we're boy now. Because transhumanism is real. So a generation will not stop. After all, what number 14 verse 18 said precisely? Wait for generation, I cannot say. It's supposed to last for 400 years, the mistake of our fathers. The reason why it's lingering because nobody is serious. Andrew Benigun was always speaking big English or Gaze. That's why it was not part of the narrative. But he tried. But I begin to see that there was a sense where they would have pressed forward. But in this same society, under the same jurisdiction today, people are claiming, accepting the same 1,000 years ago narrative that they are slaves, just to make their slave master to be happy. And not knowing where you're suffering. At the time they see you suffering, make them happy. Increase the money in their accounts. At the time you die, their blood bank increase. At the time you die, you are killed. Their blood bank increased. So we are here to decrease it. Not here for one change. And it is changing right now. Any person that is mutilated will not pass through the same thing again. If now you want to make a pattern, and God will punish you for this generation. What for? We cannot continue like this, for crying out loud. Now let's go to Peter Obi's mission. It's in social media cyberspace right now. That Peter Obi, they have done PDP. Yes, they have done PDP. Yes, there's something coming out from there which I'm not going to be overlaying and fastening on it. But one thing I want to tell you here is this. This is another fight. Don't leave it for the little thing. This is a fight. This is a fight to finish. Peter Obi right now is a project for everybody. Yes. Peter Obi is a project. And the reason why they are pushing him out, because they know that they never want you to be delivered. That's one thing you should know. At the time you see that there are some certain group of people, when their resume is upright more than every other person's own, and you find out that they are pushing that person away, just know that that person is your deliverer. That's why all freedom fighters, no one, they have allowed to live in peace. That's how they do it. Because they want your suffering to remain. That's why they are inconveniencing Peter Obi. So that the time he leave PDP, it's not in APC with other parties again. But I tell you, if we can stand up the same way we stand up in Edo State, our ancestors defeated their ancestors in Edo State. Our ancestors is ready again. Are you ready? You can't turn up. But I have come and give you a message of what God has sent me to tell you. It is your fight. Choose a leader. Or if you want the trumpet to install a leader, no problem. But if you can fight to get your own leader, then you know how to follow suit. Because if he emerge under the same political party, the same corruption is going to continue. He cannot be minister for war at the same time. He cannot be minister for finance at the same time. So if he goes to a new party, for example, and emerge, and every one of you support him, automatically selecting leaders. Imagine somebody that has not been in politics for long. If you make him a House of Rep member, even who used to drive Okada, and he read, it is well read, you are paying him 300,000. It will value it. But all these who are put eye on how they are going to private jet, we need to send all of them to a state of political oblivion. So the only way that work can be done is for such a revolution like this. A lot of people never feel we can defeat the alien in Edo State, but we defeated it by cooperation. So if we put on that same man we use in fighting in Edo, and this movement is supposed to start in Edo State, because Okawe Egbera, Oga ye set in where, Ogo do no way emi ya o, Okawe Egbera. So this movement should start in Edo State. That's how our ancestors will blow it all around. Because there is the home of the cowboy. If you hear this, so they are very rugged, particularly the Igodo, very rugged people. When they stand up to do anything from their heart, they will succeed. And we are also going to be waking up most of our ancestors up who helped us that time. Maybe they might be going right now just the same way God told Isaiah to go and meet Hezekiah. He said, tell him to put your house in order, put his house in order. That sickness, this sickness is going to lead unto death. But after Hezekiah had petitioned to God and said, God, check my record. Then he called Isaiah again. Prophet Isaiah, come. Go and tell them, go and tell Hezekiah that I've added more 15 years to his age. So we can still recall it. We have done it before, we'll do it again. Because when we are doing it, we didn't demand money. We do it because we want to change the negative narrative of yesterday. And today, Obaseki is doing something divine. If it were to be all the Taga and Lion today, they will be trying Ogionba in the court and you'll be locked in the prison. You don't know the damage control we've done. A lot of you don't know it. This government is all about Tahi Road. Have you ever one day see Obaseki supporter coming and saying new thing? Obaseki doesn't. Obaseki supporter don't even come Yoruba. It is still the opposition up to today. No Obaseki supporter with his licenses will do that, because these are the narrative we have come and change. So Peter Obi's mission is divine. The very day Obaseki was disqualified, that was the very day I added my picture with Obaseki and Felicia Ibo. When Donald Trump, when I say don't lose, I turn it to be movement. You are seeing it today all around. So I will not be flogging that issue that much. But get prepared. Fight for your freedom yourself. Your oppressor will never give it to you freely. They will never give it to you freely. You have to fight for it. Because what gives them joy most is to see you suffering. That was why they are being elected. That was why the throne is there. The throne is not to make you happy. The throne that does not make your father happy will never make you happy. So these your tears, your suffering. These your tears is the spirit realm. Now be pure water where they drink. This your as your mind they cut, they are encouraged. It boosting their immune system. That's why they created all these tensions everywhere. So at the time you and I agree in spirit, and our spirit begin to reject their fake narrative, automatically their kingdoms and their political system will be going down. That was how I was able to fight for Trump up to the date without losing strength. Check how many fights I handle. Check how many of my fights. Have you ever seen that there is no whatever in it? You must be seeing the sign, except when you yourself you are blind. If you check the issue of Rocha'S Okorocha, I think he spent 8 years of a governor of Imo State, right? Was it not 8 years he spent? Now, Rocha'S Okorocha couldn't defend one constitution if it was the people. Now, we are in abroad, we come and bugger you without search warrant or without a court order. It will never happen. But look at it today. Rocha'S Okorocha, his own door were broke. They break door, destroy his ceiling. Gone were everywhere just to arrest him as if he's Osama bin Laden. So that's why we always say, if you are in any position, try and correct any fake narrative that is there. What did you expect? So it is going to affect them more than you, because they were the one that created the law. They were the one that made the law to fly. It will affect them. This all of them is going to go. Anyone that here, even the Efcc itself, is also fake. Here, another year, every Efcc is coming to come and investigate Efcc since 1999. You are going to see the money we are going to get from all these useless politicians. It will be enough to build half of the states in Nigeria, about 17 states. It will ought to develop it. Go and mark this word. Save this video. The money we are going to be getting from all these people. Not be this EFCC. You don't think that in life they come and you have gotten your money. No. Who will act by? Who will act by? Each house will be marked. Who get the house go come out. At the time any fake politician want to also come and say, maybe I use another person. If you like, go change them. We go, no, say not the person get that house. If I say right now, I am the owner of Sheraton Hotel, perhaps I'm not the owner. You will ask me new thing. When you forget this money, automatically it will be confiscated from me. So don't put it upon anybody's head. The only thing who can leave maybe the house that worth like 10 million or 15 million. Anything more than that and above, we are going to take it back, collect it from you, and give it to the people that miss it. Because God is tired seeing all his creation living the kind of life they are not supposed to live. At the time somebody is doing over dirty job just to earn a living, now God is doing. At the time God is doing one kind of over dirty job to earn a living, now God is doing. At the time somebody is not sleeping with dog because of condition, now God, not that dog they sleep with. Because we are the images of God. We are the images of God. So if you feel freedom is just a something, it is not given, it is taken. Freedom is not given. There is no way in the world it has been given, it is taken. You have to go there. It's like someone owing you money. Oh my God, no, he promises, who you have to a year, who you have to a moment, because that money, who you suffer put, that we are supposed to look our freedom. But about today, people are living in fear. Me, I not talk this one. Me, I not talk this one. And you want your generation to continue. What will only make your generation to continue if you don't want to end it now? It is this freedom that you fight, because people will always come and enjoy it. The Europe we enjoy today, we are happy when we are coming. They fought for it. There is no society that has been better as far as this life is concerned without no struggle. There must be struggle. Along the line, 1 or 2 persons may die. But if that person dies, automatically there is extra grace and strength God is going to also give to the children. That's why today, the reason why we respect freedom fighters, the reason why up to now, we are in prison with Nnamdi Kanu. A lot of you don't know. When the wife was celebrating birthday that day, I saw it then. I also wish her happy birthday. That's what we can give to a freedom fighter to his own family. So if you are that type and you say that our ancestors is using you, then who were born now they cannot get your freedom is questionable. There is something wrong. Either you doesn't know what you are doing, or you are being hypnotized, or you are possessed with demonic spirits. Any person that just come right now, you are not even looking at what I'm fighting for, what's going to come out of it. You already find one error or the other. Because of that error, you hate me. I'm sent by God, and my word is supposed to inconvenience you so that you repent. I'm not here to make you happy. The truth does not make you to be happy. It first of all make you miserable because it makes you happy. Because if you look at our state today, we were born with this hypnotizing that yet this thing is not like this. And this is the first time you are hearing it. That these people, their throne were to come and conquer you. Okay, if they are throne, put it there. Tell me one better thing they have done for you and for people around you. They are there to make the people suffer. Your tears is their ragolish water in the night. Your blood is their wine in the night. If you don't know, now. So they will not allow your tears to stop. So that's why any freedom fighter that is fighting from his heart, at the time you know that that freedom fighter is coming to come and take away your tears away. This guy no one more they see water they drink again the night to let's go after him. That was why they go after Nnamdi Kanu. Because all the blood sucking demon, the reason why they rose up against Nnamdi Kanu, because your blood, it is useful to them. They want everywhere to be toxic. The toxification of the environment, it gives them joy. It makes them feliz that they're just happy. The more you die, they are even the one creating fight. That's why they created courtesan everywhere. Politicians will come and encourage courtesan. No one will ever come and say, this thing, I don't like it. We need to scrap it. House of Assembly, House of Representatives, they all belong there. Because why? They are something they are getting from me. That's why during election, a lot of people that want to go for Senate, they always use some guest destiny. A guy is over no wage go mo say give me he. Are here na ya la Senate city. Are here. That's why most men right now that want to go and marry such a girl, you just the boss say they'll just they go before you know they don't go down. Because they are no longer with their spirit. Hola. Está haciendo video. No, yo está en directo en Facebook. ¿Le gusta, no? Ah, vale. Ah, vale. Me conoce, ¿no? Ah, vale. Gracias. Hasta luego. That very woman, I've seen her to be Holy Spirit. He stand me picture. When he saw that I'm looking at her, he started laughing. He come to stretch and say, "I let they go river." Oh, what be it? Oh, man, that was why we prayed that your dad. He came out. He must be a papi water, and was saying me what I was. But the same full I'm fighting for. Then you are there. Press it right there. Press it. A confirmation again. He just want to have my video, have my picture, and go and show it to his children. What this person always come and be doing. He's always here. Remember there? You can see how people can be good. But for somebody to share this video now, I don't go, me, they don't contact me to do things. When on hand drag while no ya me you dey do for my number by the time we come where you me. We call it the phone number me time we na me give mu. Vive por aquí.
Sí.
Ah, vale.
Por mucho tiempo ya.
Ah, ¿cuántos años? Ah.
Pero llevo en España desde el año 85.
Wow.
Yo no soy de aquí, soy portuguesa.
Ah, portuguesa?
Sí.
Tú todo tu vida viviendo aquí.
Sí, he venido muy niño para acá. Sí.
Wow.
Llevo toda mi vida aquí. Pero bien, y aquí está tranquilo.
Sí,
Aquí
sí.
es paraíso.
Sí. Qué bien.
Mira, otra vez.
Bueno,
Lo siento.
no pasa nada. So when the Bible tells us at times that whatsoever a man soweth that he shall reap, that is to say, put down good thing now, create down a good society so that your children will reap tomorrow. But more blacks, what they know how to do is to start setting blocks for their children. The most best thing anybody can give down for a generation to come is a better society. Because if the society is good, it does not depend on the people you know. It not depends on what you know. If the society is good, it no longer depends on the people you know. It not depends on what you know that's going to give you joy. That's why if you watch our society today, if it doesn't mention some killers, at the time you mention their name, you achieve that thing on time. That shows that society is fake. But what about people that have no such a name? That's why today there are people that are suffering until you become a part and parcel of that say gbewa. Nothing I got you about. Why did I choose to remain here today, you my brethren? I choose to be with you. Men are so where you are. That is, you may not have any other person that is going to make you go through the journey. That's why whatever it will take, even though they are giving me 10 billion, you to come, I will not decline. That's what the Canon told the Brazilians some years ago. He said, I will not be the one to betray you, you will be the one to betray me. And today you see that people are doing it. But our ancestors will later reconnect some of these people. He will correct their head, those ones that want their head to be corrected. So don't feel that this life you are living today, they are worried. They are not worried, they are happy. That's why right now, Obi that even have good motive. Because of what the one did in another, the records are there. They don't want any of you to grow up and become a liberator. They want to always give you a politician that from their mind. That's why before you know, let's say, the fellow go to the Shuram and wait your body so that the will will continue from there. That's what they do. There's a particular place they must have to go, even when they are not becoming a candidate. They have to go there. Because all of them, they are the same thing. We want a system whereby you no longer drink blood before you take positions. That's the kind of system we want. We want a system that will benefit everybody. Whether you are Ogumagala, you are cripple or whatever, you go school or you don't go school. What rightfully belongs to you belongs to you. That's the kind of system that we want. How will a government spend 8 years? The same constitution you supported, the same way you use DSS to harass other people, and right now you are harassed. Rochas Okorocha'S, he is calling upon the public. Why are you calling? Face it, the rich also cry. Because the narrative or the perception a lot of people, or the perspective a lot of people brought out something from. I don't always go there. I go to realms and direction you never expected. Why will Rochas Okorocha be lamenting over the constitution he created? Rochas Okorocha is lamenting over the constitution he created by himself. He created the constitutions. They felt they were creating it for me. Not knowing that they are creating it for themselves. And right now, where in this world are they supposed to come into your house and boggle you without court order? This is also going to be for you tomorrow if it doesn't change this narrative now. Most of you, Fulani, will take over your house. You use 30 years to build abroad. Allow Atiko to take over. Because Atiko is still the puppet to these people. It is not everything the trumpet is going to do. Until you stand up to fight, you don't know how powerful you are. At least, let there be a revolution first of all from the mind. Nobody will come and question you, why are you thinking like this? If I thought you are not going to adjust the verse, hate the situation, hate the scenario. Yet the world called this energy, a divine energy. Your energy and my own, we connect together. How can you meet you with Dr. I love what am I doing, because your own energy, you are working a higher frequency. I'm also working a higher frequency. Automatically, we combine it together. We begin to depopulate the kingdom of darkness. That's why at times, the reason why they use television to control you today, the mainstream media is what is controlling a lot of people's head. What they want you to reason is what they show the television. What is television? They tell that to your vision, that television. They use it to tell that to your vision. They manipulate you. That's why most of you were looking at, my phone every Tori no 40 wa we now Salobala ni as get appointment me appointment I need to go and build my new system because it was coming out from the television. Even when I was here shouting, please don't do it, don't do it, you feel I was joking. That's what television does. Almost 80% of people in the world today, now television now they use their head. What they want you to know, they put it there. Do you know these people, they can also teach you say now head they come to the wakana. And you root born that child from 1 year, you go to use her until they crawl. It will now becomes a way of life. We went up when we were growing up. Our mother and papa we always say, "Kego momo kege you the waka." They told our boy to sit back. Your father and your mother they would have also teach you. But thank God they could even allow us to put leg on the ground. What about I have your boy to you? What do I come with? I will kego momo kege. Then we are roto. If that narrative stands, that there are some group of people not going of your boy, even when you are not crippled, they would have do it. But thank God that they also make us to be like them. The same leg what they use, now they use to the worker. So I told you before now, when a narrative spends more than 20 years, it becomes a way of life, becomes a tradition. There's no two ways about it. That's why whatever thing you hear from television is what you believe. Whatever thing you hear outside is rumor. And 99% of the television stations today, they are all telling you lies. Just to keep the narrative. Just to keep what they have they've committed. That's why what is even already inside the injection, the monkeypox, has started manifesting in some people's body. Right now, they are not bringing it again that monkeypox. 1970, we saw it. 50-something, we saw it. 2017, it was in Nigeria. And right now, they are bringing old pictures. They are bringing people that was in Oko prison many years ago. All these rats are mostly saw in people that go to prison because they can no longer fight. But malnutrition can also cause it. But they are putting it right now that another one has come. Not knowing that the first one they've already done before. To cover up the shade and the bullshit, they are saying is a very new one. That's what television does. They use it to tell that to your vision. And everyone that can control your vision, control your life. Anyone that can control what you think, control your life. Have you ever heard me one day? I've gone to the echo with the talk for telling. Apart from if I normally New York City, that is what shape will allow them to say. And the reason why Spanish even talking, they want to see radio, I go, yes. We don't see it for America. Now they will talking. They would have said another thing. Now Spanish talking. They want to see from say yes. Estamos un país grande también. Esta ayudarnos Estados Unidos. Hemos ayudado a Estados Unidos. Año 2022. They put it down in their history. That's what they are saying. But the one that will bring down their government, they don't talk about it. They will not talk about it. They keep it away from you. They use the media to control your head. That's why today, if you look at it, why would a page like my own be truth for many years now? They don't allow our message to go to the grassroots. Why? Because they know that this word is going to deliver these people. So for them to subject you under oppression, they keep it there. Even your politicians and your kings are the one doing it mostly. They tell Facebook, do this, even when Facebook have no reason to name me. If the thing even warrants arrest, by now, they would have ganged up to arrest me because of the word I'm giving them. To you, to free you. At times, why must he be converting everybody? He must not have to. Look at the story of Jesus. For you to know that freedom fighter right from time. Even the Roman that wrote up this very thing, they also write it that a day will also come, or somebody may want to come and save you. They might kill him, but you have to also waste. That was what Jesus Christ said. I'm going to go and prepare a place where I will be, you will be. You know that he's not coming. He just let all the disciples made them for not to cry. You know, when someone promises you something that I worry, you are a now you have no problem, you have the zeal. Oh, before my master come here, I do this one. But if you know it's not going to come, you will relent. But at the end of the day, now, and some of our black fools are saying it's going to come. Not knowing that now this world won't change. So human being won't change. Some go become zombie, some go become another thing. Let me show you a video. Let me show you a video of their plans towards you. You think freedom is not free? You think freedom is free? Like most people right now, they don't even want to understand anything. They don't want to understand. They don't want to hear. If it is possible for some person to block me, sharing video with them, they would have blocked me. If it is possible for them to remove me for some certain platform, they will do it. They will do it. Oh, sorry guys, it's in this phone. It's in the phone I'm using. Oh, I don't know if I can get it from gallery. That's going to take me a time. I thought I shared it to this one. It's very painful, man. It's not here. I would have showed it to you on how they want it to be. Maybe next broadcast I might show it. Next broadcast I might show it. Or how they want it to be. They want to stab you and stab you and stab you to nonsense. That's why they really love you. Even when how many times they ever want they come, even about all these things. Hey, my children, be very, very careful. My political friend, be very, very careful. These people, they meant evil. Rather than they help in promoting the same narrative. So that it get to you. So that when night comes, there is a meeting they always hold. When it comes to night, they don't value you. Even not because of the pressure, no government in Nigeria is supposed to be tying rope because they were not meant to tie rope for you. They were meant to kill you. Only maybe 10% out of 100 that will also come. People like Peter Obi, people like Obaseki of Edo State, and the rest of other people. Only they want the will of the people to be done. The rest of them, they're not sent. How will a federal government of Nigeria not even make a pronouncement, stop these killings? Stop these killings. How will your pastor be very contented? Snappy picture to Aso Rock. Adeboye will go Aso Rock. Kumuyi will go Aso Rock. Oyedipa will go Aso Rock. How did they meet well for you? Because all those things are there to kill you. Anyone that survives may survive. Because they belong to the same group together. That's why the system that is coming. You don't need to drink blood before you take over any positions. You don't need to drink blood. If you that's what I'm saying, let God open your eye. A lot of you right now, each of you to make yourself available so that God make you able. Become a choosy one in this very struggle. O Saloba was zime, or go to our zime. Ancestors or recognize him. Did they recognize you? I'm recognized in this very struggle. I join in our society. How was I recognized? It was gradually. Because the more you do things, the more you get spiritual promotions. I told you now. Oya zengie tite boy matime. E principality sa pa ogen do mudia. Ake wa tell me. We no woro. Are you mad? Ugbo your hun zaga. You can no longer do that because nothing is on in it. But before you see them fly here and there, abi beka gie no we yazen no de. Uwe maybe recording na. If I just see that guy, maybe you weful. Who what your ancestors ka wa gbo. Or igbo ogbera ogbiyu. Because I gbodole. Look at the narrative of Edo. But how can you repair Edo without speaking the truth? How can? If you look at the way they have been deceiving us right from time, they set up something that does not come from their mind. For example, now the people you people have tagged me, what have been their mission? Are they land grabber? What did they have on hand? They are bringing development, but how did they end up? They end up tagging them in name. And the first video I did, I've cancelled that name. It's very humiliating and dehydrating. Calling somebody's name automatically, I'm going to give my generation. Everything has been nullified. We man neutralize it. If God be God. Nonsense. Our people are hung abroad. None of them can go home. They are hung everywhere. We are in everywhere. No, yo. We hang everywhere. Know that we are hanging for because of our will. We are forced out of our will. How will your brain be correct? You wanted to go to Nigeria and stay, but you are not just you cannot just buckle up yourself and go because of fear. Don't you know there's something wrong? I have the mind of going to Nigeria to go and do farming, and God has called me into farming so that I can also feed the nation. Most of you were supposed to be a farmer at home. The people that are hungry today, God is holding your leader and you yourself responsible for it. For not being able to stand up and noodle and there are most of you today, you are supposed to be him because of the bad environment. Assignment where my son now. That's why we are so after say 150 years. If we fit up society, you have to also go home. There is something God has sent you from right from small picking, which you left behind. It's not your fault. I'm not blaming you here. Our leader caused it. And the more they delay you, the more people are waiting for you to come so that their life will also transform. It is zaga from above. People toxification, they are toxicating our society. You don't know, none of us grumble. We take everything that comes. All of them will not sit down. I get you both. I know what to tell you and whatever. They are comfortable with it and with their drink in table like this. I know what table and water. Here I conclude. I get you both full and engaged now. You get in any area. A lock your man. Osasini Yamamu Yaga will do both. For 2 months now, my brother, you were setting Yahoo. They concluded. They dropped the conclusion. They don't grumble when no rain. They don't grumble. So if their children can send them 50 euros, it's okay. Some of them right now, they relocated to Benin in the detriment of their own daughter. Forgetting the life their daughter is going to live. And they are not creating a neighboring environment still for their daughter. Because of mankind, they don't want no wickedness. They don't want no wickedness. All they know is about themselves, most people. Now, if you went on your winning, he cannot come home and spend 2 months. Do you think Okoi why that? He's just in his mind. How many of you really want to go home and just spend 3 weeks? It should be 10/100. No below that. Most of us we want to go. People want to go and go. It's like you are leaving this place. You want to also go and enjoy with your $2,000 you have. Women are able to turn my family. Who make me say one make me beans. Who make me roll working. Who are quite managing. We go again. Even say who be sorry be baby. Maybe I have a charge phone. We have. I don't have a web. Any person where they don't like they sleep for gender, I don't know what they do. I don't buy your web on. But anytime like mistakenly to come to people in Nigeria because they are not seen it before, they only need to sleep. At times they have sleepless night. We have light here abroad if you want to sleep. But I want to leave it. So even that night time, if not because of the heat and some other thing, that time they don't even need like apart from to charge phone. Maybe if you want to also go to talk. They took back their minute, my man got doing my because they be no rain, my man understand. I wait organa require when you have a minute man 7 or what you would do. Because he's giving us a declare. That's what we're getting. When another be me freeway, why are you so? 2 weeks, what you far because you only feel be here. The time is going to come for that. It might happen because it's getting tougher. Here we are living in a place that's not our home. Most of us, we have finished all our project at home. My big carpet in the lower one. But just to go there and sleep right now becomes a problem because of fear here and there. And these aliens, they are not doing anything about it. As you are in abroad right now, they are happy. When they are dinner, they are happy. And this MU is lost in emotion, fighting for somebody who did not even send you. Imagine I go, it's such a so much now where do I tell body me what you do? When mommy or you were with your bona, you are spoiling your generation now. Why am I insulting him? They have been the custodian of the state. Erosion and one moving, erosion is still there. Ugbo now what I notice working. A school now what boy they built empty schools. They kept the monies for their friends and their political talks. Today these are the same people. Where we ancestors or where no do anogi. They don't have nowhere. God will fight your fight. I will hold your peace. Well, like what I told us before. Any pastor does not have a political, no politician is insulting you. Or anytime you are online, they always you doesn't have a thumbs down. You are an idiot. A word of God, or see enemy normal between you and somebody. Because we are preaching it, those wicked people, before they will change, they will first hate you first. How can you just leave everything for one man? Imagine the host pain. Imagine the host pain. Where are the rest came in? What are they doing? They are there right now talking about houses where Cristiano Ronaldo built and Messi. Reading history of other persons. And over Messi they suffer, but their own children, they don't build an enabling environment for them. The same environment, the same what they go through is what their children is also going to go through. Because at the time when Bono say you are trying, erasing your ego, it makes them look you responsible. That's why I told you last week here. Your value is what makes your passport to be valueless. That's your value. The kind of things you do, they doesn't see respect in it. Look at we are in everywhere, hustling for money, and yet we are not comfortable. Crimes and everything. The most yet in our way they do. Even when we are even make money, the thing right now, we have not taken it as a way of life. I've done this thing for many years right now. Let me just resign and begin to. No, people will not. Rather than they want to start having what? Click. Or you want to be Maria with Bowegeni. There was a day I was called, one of my allies, a top allies, you know. Then we are talking about our people doing human trafficking. That they indulge themselves in human trafficking. I said, we doesn't have human traffickers. Our leader is the real human traffickers. Now, what you guys should be looking onto, what made these people to live on? I say, I know a lot of them lost senses. Now, all these people that is coming to come and report it that they were trafficked here, the majority of them, 99% of them, their parents, they signed it what their child coming to abroad to come and do. But none of them will agree. He said, Newton, Esa and Blando Lavedana were yes. If you talk about Curtis, I can say yes. Those boys, they go into courtism just because, okay, now, they want to get moral. But about this human trafficking, I can start to defend it. Houses in our state, 80%. If not because of this same human trafficking. We know the seafood they eat. If not because of this same human trafficking, we know the seafood they eat for our state. Particularly at those states. Now, what enabling environment have the government built? But if they are coming out, start human trafficking. We start human trafficking. Are you not the real human trafficker? Who could use the state natural resources for yourself? No, what gam you can have. Are you not the real human trafficker? But these people abroad would have also cooperated, protested. Our government is the real human traffickers. What enabling environment did they build for your fathers? If not for you today, 80% of our EJ and Papa for us. Now this human traffic, but none of you will come out and defend it. I want my hey, human trafficker. Usa. I have time to defend what I'm telling you so. In the presence of the governmental body. Our government is the human traffickers. Because that is what they want the society. Okay, now look at if farmer tomorrow now, for example, farmers, our mothers and our fathers, if there are other things they can also do to supplement farming, they now start doing it. You start calling them, hey, have your mind you man traffic cow, have your mind beg you. Why when you are no when you people are chasing them away from farm? Don't you see how they do everything? They've done it, and you yourself you are not ready to speak. And I'm speaking on your behalf. We are more women. We are not even one person. I even want that is not here born in me, because I'm here doing your own problem and solve. If I keep what I know to myself, I have no problem. I did a video in the money. I did a video in the morning, and right now I'm doing another one again. How many things have your pastor preached that people listen to and they are changing their mind? Apart from God will bless you. Since 20 years, the blessing not come. The same thing, Yagwaligo. The same thing where Yagwaligo, that machine Yagwaligo. A blessing marriage in 20 years. That's how wicked they will be. It's supposed to be a call for activism. Every one of us, by one way or the other, you must be involved. You must be involved. If you are even trying to run away, you are creating a bad environment which you are going to also suffer tomorrow. Now, if the whole world remain like this, you cannot go home now when you are still young. You see, when you are 70 years, I don't move go back, no one will be boss. If you to no man make money, I don't move. I don't move. I don't treat when I do. Do you know how many people build upstairs for their parents at home? Or any problem in how you feel like you're over. Head of the society where you, so that you start enjoying even up by now. Our life we are supposed to be better. But why is it that they might not have more massive? They don't have hypertension. They don't have the kind of sickness you have. They don't have hepatitis. You yourself, you have everything today. Panicking. Once mommy is sick, when you do where you are Kelly, if you yourself is sick, you do you a Kelly video. You think it's normal? If they call you right now, mommy and daddy is sick, the way your mind go take fly. If you yourself is sick, your mom might not dey fly. Because they feel that you are Odunga. You think it's a normal thing. Because they feel that as you did that side, so you know they come. Now because you they enjoy. No, you say now suffer. Now make you dey there home no good. With what we have got into the most of us, we are supposed to be a CEO right now, either of Ele the farm. Or the Amubozo. You cannot train them avec Wobi. I want to go to Magba. Who are we are about? But look at it, we are wasting our talent here, building up a society in a cardboard. Why are you supposed to be doing here? You got the little you want. Go and use that experience to build a society. But we are still investing here. Our daughters are working here. Our daughters, they don't need it here normally. You finish school, go back home. Go and put light in your medical session at home. You finish school abroad as an engineer. Go back home and build your city. But right now, we don't have anybody building it. The dream that we have, it was never a part of your dream that you have to go to come and build a Igbo land. God knows the reason why He made you an African. So that you can also join for the betterment of your society. That's why if we say we go school today, let the school you went to, or you go to school as an idiot. Let it be seen by what you are contributing in society. I sent a message across this today morning, around 12 a.m. That people right now, they gather and talk about it and Omigo. You people should also gather and talk about what's happening in those states. If you guys never speak truth about what's happening in those states, I'm going to come for all of you one by one. You will come become saga for saga. You will not be happy after dodging a man. Yes, what you guys said, God will bless you. But there are more to do, many rivers to cross. Our leader need to be talked to the way that Omigo we have been treated yesterday. The people in our society, insult should be passed on them. You cannot expect me to build a garden city for you to come and stay. Either I'm going to insult you myself, or you get the insult from them by yourself. You cannot come and be speaking big English, Queen's English, over one man, and it's not the cause of what we are facing in our states. Or it's a bit like grabbing our guy. Then why we not do admin and why we hold up? Then how do admin and who is going to be doing it? It's supposed to be when we go all. If you don't want to be public domain, everything that comes talks about it. The same way it is here in Europe. I hate when people are doing hypocrisy. I begin to find out I see that someone drew my attention to it, of which I later went to go on. You see, people were talking. Now it's okay. With all that issue of these people treated like this, non-issue like that. Because it's not concerned them. Nobody today drawing Oshomo 30 billion stone water stone project. Not concerned them. Or can decade they created that causing mayhem today. Our people can no longer go to farm because Bobizwa is the term of cow. They will never mention it because they are coward. My dear, we are here to correct one or two things. Don't come and be doing political correctness about what man said. As you are talking to that very man, talk to all your leaders like that. He's even better than most of your leaders. I'm not supporting him. I congratulate you guys already over what you guys have done. The way really unleash on him. But there are some of your leaders that is more worse than who put the state today in a state of ignorance. So they should also be talked to in the same manner if you know what you are doing. So don't do it to the Hebrews. You are not doing it to the Gentiles. Every one of them should be treated the same. Other you well, I will investigate you. I will bring out your picture. Let me see if you can speak that English. They do one video finish. Stupid set of people. Anyone that must come and speak, make sure you are coming out for a better society. Make sure that you what you are coming out, because our freedom is sacrosanct. This time, if we miss it this time, it's gone. You can see now when the time I finally come and talk about that Peter Obi mission is divine. But I'm telling you it's divine. I will not say me I follow and when the thing they okay. No. God always bring me out for a special time. I may not start the match, but I got work I need to go to qualify. And that's what we are always doing. So don't say to B and don't say to A. As you guys are many right now, let's begin to talk about the things that affect us in our society. All those individuals, they are not the one. They are not the one. There is a narrative that is on ground that you guys must speak against it. At least let our people have freedom of speech. You guys should agitate for our people to have freedom of speech. You guys to tell your leader, don't be happy when your children are suffering. And why are they there as a leader? Only way you see there not be is when you want to fight Obaseki during campaign. It there not be no man enough to say this thing must be done in our state because they don't care. They don't already put eye for house where they buy for abroad. Now we got to repair the society. You are folding your hands and folding my hands. Do what the same thing your forefather did. That makes you today 100 years in America, Obama where you 50 years in UK, you cannot go home because you are afraid. Now you are away. Now what are we doing about the mess our leaders is creating? Certainly we are not doing anything about it. We want everything for free. Can only one man do this? Okay, I come out right now. I talk from one perspective. You also come out and always speak the truth to the people. Advocate with truth. That's what changes our society. Not play politics all the time. Well, I want to do a romance. If you cannot talk about it, forget about it. If you cannot treat the issue very well, don't let me see you who do a painter. I will come for you and I will defeat you because the God of the ancestors of our land is with me. Yeah, born it was with me. There you go, ni view one or two stone. Egbe ni Arab yate ya gbe meri le Bible. Gbe okona mu wo gbe Bible. Ifile ya menu. No age do ma salwa. Stupid set of things. I hate when people always do politics for everything. Look at people at home. Nobody bothered about the well-being of society or mankind. But one thing they are bothered of. But you do not put your command. And people say we'll get paid from here. Me to na produce we all can pay for. At least that my house may complete. Who is the most senseless person? Senseless person is somebody that is doing something who does not think about the future generation. Or they senseless. But the reason why they are in Congress, They fight to make sure anything that will convenience not only the generation, future generation, they always abolish it. That's why if they are in their Congress, they talk about the future of the children. They will not say that now let's sign this law because I can escape it, you know. No, they don't sign it. They don't sign it. They sign a law so that their children, they know the mind of their children. As you are right now, if you doesn't know what your child can withstand, you are not a father, you are not a mother. Oswald. Every one of us will be able to know what our child can withstand. So are these the people doing the will of their forefathers? Also have to do the will of my forefathers. The will of my forefathers is a better society for you and for me. That's the will of my forefather, which my ancestors. The will of their forefather is to subject you unto suffering. Because it makes their forefathers to be happy. Ah, thank God, my son is doing according to me. So at the time tears flowing from your face, here wa pure water, here wa Lagos water or swan water, because your tears in the spirit realm is their water. While your blood that flows is their wine. Now you are taking away wine and pure water from their mouth. They will come after you. But if you are in God, nothing will happen to you. That's why if your people don't betray you for any trouble, we and that's why if you have any Judah in your midst, any Judas in your midst, I will one first have been it. Ancestors or sorry for that break transmission. If you come right now and say, look at what Donald Trump is not doing well, you put it right, and I really find out that yes, this man is doing this thing he does, I would say no perfection in humanity. The life goes on. But don't just come and begin to call him racist. The same man you are calling racist is the man that wants you to stay alive. He's fighting for you. But the person that you call is your God. He wants you to die. Then who is fooling who? Maybe now your head not correct. Because a senseless human being, a charlatan, a misguided element, ignoramus kaliwa oge no way. Somebody that you see is treating you bad is whom you are still worshiping. That is the most highest senselessness and brainlessness and uselessness and mumurity you can ever talk about as far as this life is concerned. Respect, you earn it, you don't force it. You don't force people to respect you. You earn your respect. The followers I have today, I earn it. I suffered for it. Each of every person that follow me, almost and I'm using my sweat to even got your heart won. I labored for it. Second video for the day. Talking with momentum. How many pastors can even do it? If you don't have the Spirit of God, you can't do this. Second video for the day. From a different perspective. If you tell me now, if you be 9 o'clock. What are we saying? So any narrative we came to come, let's put an end to it. Let it end here. This slavery should end in your generation. Don't also extend it to your children. A bad society, you be the one to pay for it by standing tall to make sure it ends. So that if you went away one day, they can go to their ancestral land. Are you going to be calling Europe right now your ancestral home of your children? If you that grow up at home today, we might go ahead to village where we mountain allow. I buy your children automatically will be mechanical. You better not be an how will you give birth to children that doesn't have a central home? You better not be a man, or you are not be a your neighbor. Where be a your neighbor, you are one day. Where my own here, or you were mad there at all. And people, they are not ready for you to take your children home. They know that once those children start coming thousands, they may say this is our oppression, man. They may just follow this kind of place. I will need that. Dad, you want me to need that? I don't do that, man. How will I need that? Be greeting this old babu. You know, your children begin to throw come all your boss here, You go throw command. Because they don't want those children to come home. They don't want them to come. Because the same thing they did to hypnotize you, the same indoctrination they gave to you, the same weapon they fire into your system, the same way the tradition were militarized. They felt that there is no way we could get to these children. But we are going to give them a scare tactics. What will make them know ever to take their children home? When I escape a bullet, of you where Amanjo, you are happy today. You're 20-something years. You don't know your ancestral land. Do you think that because I've given you where my years is ancestral land? He's a foreigner. You giving birth to a child and that child is a foreigner, it is a very big cost on with the parents already. It's a very big cost on with the parents already. We don't see anything wrong. But until when we're Zigona, if you are because they grew there, they are used to the system. The ancestors of the land know the way you also protect them. When you are like a foreigner. The bullet are covered. That's why if una they go now, we don't carry bori. The foreigner way. Automatically we are rob before I can rob a home base. When we are home, though the demand we have right now, we will not have any. My outside door we room image. Because but right now you have enjoyed little man. Those the people within Nigeria, they carry on for head. That's why then when we have Benin Lagos Road, you see somebody there dead with the entire month. Because of my son. But him will say, but you were don't already enjoy. You look at the good life you have lived. Look at the wonderful children. Look at how beautiful your society is abroad. You know, one quit that. So they are more useful to the ancestors at home than you abroad. What will even make you to be useful right now is for you to stand tall and start fighting for your ancestors, even from abroad. And if the people at home are keeping quiet, it is even reasonable because they are afraid. Not that you that is in abroad. How can what they are saying is 6,000 kilometers away? All they are telling you here. What they are doing 6,000 kilometers away, all they are telling you here. They are pushing up this narrative because of we abroad. And this saying we abroad, we are supposed to be the one that will change up these things for the people at home. Because that's why today our people to celebrate light in the ring road. It's a testimony. Don't be so surprised now. Sunday people go to church. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. For long now, since get well for the self of market near ring road, we be not the get light. Since Obaseki Yokon now, praise the Lord. People will testify. It is not their fault. They have not seen it once. You want to minimize that at least for 2 weeks. If it is possible. If it is possible. Because you no longer pray, it's no longer a big deal. There one most on Sanabana, having street lights, and all of them will on by themselves. All of them will switch on by themselves. Because they weather this thing on. At the time they get darker. There's most cars right now. A lot of you may not be witnessing it. Most modern car right now, if one day one dark, now the light by itself they on. If you see the drive they go, maybe you left home in the morning at about 5:30 in the morning a.m. As you they go, the day getting brighter. If the sun don't see come and say that day don't bright reach when it's supposed to off, only one will see off. If you are entering tunnel, now the light go by itself on. But before we act my hand, back, or you on button. Now there's all this thing on automatically. Now, why are we not advancing? We are using things that are advanced. We are using the latest technology. But our head, why are we not advancing it? Why are we still thinking like bamboo? Why will you still accept slavery? Why? Why? Before when we came to abroad in the early 2000, now cabin for the car. This car where they scratch, I call again. At time you meet 2 people. All they got for no carry call. There was no address phone. When we came newly, a cab right now, you don't even see cabin in the street again. The company, the Telefonica here in Spain, they remove all. I don't think there's anywhere in Spain right now there's cabin. Because your phone, everything, you have it with you. Now, Now, these people, they are advancing. You came to come and meet. There are a lot of technology you never came to this life to meet. And right now, it's coming up. And you that are using the technology, you are not advancing in your head. What happens? Why must you be accept 100 years ago narrative? It's what you still want us to live by. Are you kidding me? Or is that one called by senselessness? Or it is this over indoctrination? Or is it because we are being over hypnotized? Most people, when you go in Nigeria, you cannot really go into church, but today right now they bastardize your life with the blood. We're from the church in here. Imagine where your church. I'm not disputing that. There are a lot you can learn from the church. But let it not be all the time. It's miracle. Let it not be. As we are talking right now, let's assume we are in the church. Only what I will remove from it. It's here, born one. It's the same gospel. He said, go into the world and preach the gospel to every living creature. The gospel, anything that carry freedom, anything that will remove you from dishumanizing, is the gospel. Anything that will make our head to correct, is the gospel. So it is not hidden anywhere. Anything you're hearing from this platform is the gospel. Preach it to these people, let them change. It's in Ezekiel 33. If you doesn't let these people know and they die, their blood will be in you. Let everyone assume they know they are doing it, but you have to go and tell them the effect of what they are doing. The constipation this thing is costing to our system. As many of us they've sent to the state of political oblivion, those people should be recalled back home. They are supposed to now go. They should leave for us and let us come home. More than go tell them, make them quit. We are coming home. We don't want to see them there. There is the will of God right now that is going around the world. We want it to be in our state. We want the will of God in Spain to be in our states, whereby the freedom of everybody is guaranteed, whereby police are not police are not got criminals, whereby the people that are cultists, they are not doing it in advanced form. They love themselves. That their brotherhood, they do party once in a year. Anyone have problem, they will donate money for that person to solve his problem, not to start killing people. Look at the human sacrifice. They thought those would have been the best. I saw a video the other day. That stupid idiot, he agreed human sacrifice in the 21st century. All the man said of your you agree your father was doing it, and what have you done about it? Have you come and say sorry? But a lot of things we black monkeys are taking. I can't get it. You see somebody comes out that look at what these people were doing. You are not so afraid and say what did he? It was you like. Let's assume it happened by me. Say today this is what they do. They're gonna do what? If they are not doing it in the recent time, why would such an example be made? And we are not ashamed of themselves. The people, this pastor saying a door to the world. You are useless. You are calcitrant. Walking. You are mad. Look at what you are promoting. Can you defend that one you in? After we have taken over, I will see that one that you were using human being for sacrifice. Or you were your bunny. Anything you support. Or the sunu that way. Whatever thing you are supporting, you are in our state. It will happen to you. Let me make this declaration. We end the video here. Nonsense. Whatever thing you are supporting will happen to you. A good society. I want everybody to be okay. That's what I'm. If some group of persons are not senseless, my own statement is always clear. It's all about better society. We don't want oppression, and neither do I oppress anybody. Very maybe we now we like them we tear born me. You tell me we later now gele I matter or gele. But you people won't come out. What you tire vason? Why you think we useless set of people? Nena zen wa think so ga. E no ku wa ken o boy ga wa. No wa ku ken o bu wa wa. Wa yo bu wa ko le bu wa. Any person supporting this atrocity in our states. Ancient of glory, yes, know that. Whatever evil thing that people are making up their mind to support, and they want to make sure they are doing everything by thing to make sure that narrative continue. Eternal King of Glory, let it happen to them. Whatever they are supporting, that is dehumanizing our people, that is making our people feel bad, and they said it must continue. You are here abroad. May it happen to you and your children here abroad. What our people are passing through, the agony they are passing through at home, even when they have not committed anything, we will know all working and say, not the will of God. Today, let it happen to you and your children. Whatever narrative that you are supporting, wholeheartedly from your mind, any person you see, anytime you see people speak the truth, when you are moved, it will also happen to you in a hurry. It will happen to you. A lot of people, they don't know the meaning of life. They just see you are just here abroad. Look at the people, how they make our life to be beautiful. They don't know us before. Despite the fact that what they did to our fathers. But today they are no longer doing it. If they will collect your children from you right now, they are collecting it from you, feeling that there is a kind of life this child deserves. You are not giving it to the child. So we are going to make use of this child. Not that they are collecting most of this child to go and kill them. The one they also use for their pedophile, for their adrenochrome and the rest. They see those ones. Anyone they collect from you, they want to go and give them a better life. They are not enslaving them. They feel that these children deserve the best. You are supposed to be with them at home as a mother. You are not supposed to teach them this bad border as a mother. You are supposed to give them freedom of speech as a mother. Don't do to them the same thing your forefather did to your fathers. That's why they collect those children. And really they will go and give those children a better life. Imagine abroad, they sign one room for each children. Can you imagine that? But our own geisha, papa and mama, 7 children will be inside the house. The government and the king and the rest, they don't bloody care. But all their children have their personal room and their jeep. You think where you get created like this? It is people that make you to be like this today. A zoo or now, a life in we don't take as a normal life in now. People cost it, and they want you to die with it. And right now you are living it. You doesn't bloody care. You are also living it now for your children, struggling. If you have, your child will also come and start struggling. Because now ask you why go or they don't want you to amount to anything. Nigeria is blessed with everything you can ever talk about. Go and look at Fulani dominating us. Boy, big man be okay. What's supposed to concern us with Fulani? But Fulani right now, they are now dealing with some part of Nigeria. Who caused it? Our leaders showed us out. So go and think of what I'm telling you. They think if they are not happy when you cry, because it's a source of pure water for them in the spirit realm. And maybe when you have pure water here, when your blood touches the ground, they have something to drink as a wine. You may not know, but I'm going to pray tonight. They say I can wear in the name of the ancestors of our land, God of our ancestors. In the name of the God of our ancestors of our land, your blood will be toxic for them. Anyone that wants to test your blood, even getting close to you, today I intensify your blood. It becomes something else for them. Anywhere your name is being mentioned again for ritualism, God Almighty will appear and all of them will scatter. God Almighty will arise in your case. Whatever thing you are going through that makes you to shed tears, tonight that wipe away that tear, because the reason why enemy always want you to cry, because that water now they use home and abroad, That's why they always want you to cry. We are not talking about when you are being emotional. We are talking about when you are weeping. There are some tears all time. You always come. There was a day I cried here, seeing the pains. For how long will this generation remain like this? But ever since then, our people are still embarking on military journey. God, I thank you for the life of Donald J. Trump and his team. I thank you for everyone that you are using, both our Queen Mother, our Goddess Mother, all over the world, that in this very struggle together, we have not met each other before, but there was a way you connected each and every one of us. I pray that nothing comes within us. From here to America, from America, Kosovo to Kenya, all over the world. It is the best, great spiritual movement you can ever talk about. It's connecting everybody. I pray that the same God that visited me will also visit you, so that you have reason to stand and fight for what actually belongs to you. Anything you refuse to do right now, you are showing it and you meet it at the front. So that's why we have to correct this very narrative. Whether you are old, it will not be good seeing your grandchildren tomorrow at the age of 80 years. Your grandchildren will not also come and greet you. They will not come and greet you. That woman just now was talking about. For those of you that speak Spanish, he said she's from Portugal. She was very small. She has been here since 1995. But Portugal is okay. She chooses to just stay here. But she still says she's from Portugal. She took baby visit at home. Every year, no year, I perceive she does not go home. She always go home. But she's from Portugal. You can still be here, but you have a home. You can buy ticket at anything. We will be happy. I have a one Spanish restaurant. See all Spanish burger. Italian restaurant. I have a Baben anyway. All of them will be there. We have a one Toma Poculo. Not by the way, Fanculo, Kilipoya. You know, all those things. It gave merriment. Those are the things we are supposed to achieve. So that when no make pan you wale no we and let there zadine. Get wa go magi and say or maybe in school, you know. You also come, you know, you live a better society. It's not that can you see your real amigo mio Keta, ¿cómo estás? Don't start, don't bibe aquí. Yo bibe no bola, okay, yo bibe no kida. Que bien, okay, mañana y veremos mañana. You know, dame tu número de teléfono. Don't say a chain number. You know, you are together. These are what you benefit. But those benefits are not there. We are not getting the dividend. Because no one make a friend go tell another person. Because where do you are? For how long? For how long? Because people are just being wicked. Because they have not told, they want to come and steal from you. If everybody, can anybody come and steal now? Nobody will come and rob you here abroad. Because you know that the system is functioning. Once he robs and they cut him or her, he's going to go in for it. What you are going to pay is stealing will be more than what you want to go and steal. A sister. That's how it's supposed to be. You see people in general, you are from Bayern Munich, I'm from Stuttgart. We have okay. Mostly for you tomorrow. Okay, now okay, we pay no what we time we don't want to do. That is life. You have not enjoyed anything. Where it is where you still gather your old friends who live in Okeke. Your parents will be asking you, can somebody come from America now or Spain? No, even though you work under White House where you are receiving $50 billion in a month, for example. Nobody will tell you where cooking. You can go to anywhere and go and club. Who send you? Because everywhere is okay. But our own, they look you like dog. Eat God, even when you have no money. When I do rob banana, I'm not do rob way. Oh, we and your boy for no way where you see me to me way. You think everybody abroad? Eh, or make a on your maduwa. I'm able to make for abroad. I'm able to make for abroad. Oh, it be a car. Woman no so no. So do have a nice everyone. Today's date, as I've earlier said, the 26th of May 2022 on Thursday. We did a video before and did the second video for the day. God bless you all. For those of you that always want to reach us on telephone number +34 631 056284 +34 631 056284. My name is Comrade Newton Egbenegun, the Archbishop of Activism, the hero for democracy and ambassador for good governance. I'm broadcasting under the platform of IAICP, the International Association for the Improvement of Colored People, #equality. If today is your first time, you can also subscribe to the other of our page that I just announced to you, the International Association for the Improvement of Colored People, #equality. For those of you that also want to subscribe to our YouTube channel, it's IAICP TV. IAICP TV. You space it, the TV. So follow us on YouTube. So we have a lot and a lot to give to you. It's all about hygiene and society. It's all about our dignity being restored. It's all about we taking power from these people and giving it back to you. It's all about you going back to your ancestral land and live as if you are from that place. So all these aliens, we are going to be sending them by the grace of God to the state of political oblivion. So do have a nice day, everyone, and God bless you. Ciao.
Now we don't hear from Comrade Newton. Let us know what you think for comment section. If you never subscribe to Dan ARG YouTube, try make you subscribe so that make you for the hear all the things where they happen for Nigeria. Make I leave you with this video, make you help us share them. Thank you for watching Dan ARG YouTube.